So growing up, Jeff and I, we were the best of friends. We've always been tight. Ever since we were little kids. Grade school all the way through high school to even now, you can't separate us. We're that close.
Yeah, I've known Bishop for a while. I'd say he's one of my closest casual acquaintances.
So we went to the same grade school growing up, and wow, so many memories. I could sit here and talk for days, to be honest. I just remember playing football every day with Jeff. I was kind of like the big man on campus, right? Kind of like I am on YouTube now. It was almost one of those things where recess was filled with people just wanting to be with me. We tried to play football, and people would just get in the way of just wanting to tackle me, to touch me. So yeah, what can I say? I was probably Mr. Popular.
Yeah, Bishop and I went to the same grade school. We were a year apart, so didn't really see him that much in the hallway or anything. During recess, yeah, we had football games. They were fun. Bishop was never really on my team or the other team, because he was he was really off in the corner every day during recess. No, he was never really popular. There were a lot of rumors about him, though, that's for sure. Mostly ones that I had spread and started about him.
We played basketball together, what best friends do. Not only did we do it outside on a beautiful day, but we played for the school team. And, I started. Even when I was almost like a fifth grader, I was starting 7th, 8th grade basketball. And, I think I led the school in scoring for anyone to go through that grade school. And, Jeff was kind of always, that guy who supported me along the way and believed in me. And it was always good to have a best friend to do that,
Yeah, we were both on the basketball team. 7th and 8th grade, those were the best years. I was in 8th grade, of course. He was in 7th grade. Scoring, I started pretty much every game. Bishop, no, he never really started. Mostly on the bench, towards the end of the bench, away from the coaches. He did keep good stats, though. Those were perfect. After every game, you could just go back and, wow, he really kept how many points I had made, which were most of the points for our team. Why was he on the team? I'm not even sure. His mom is a teacher at that school. I'm pretty sure the coach just felt really sorry for him. Maybe there was some bribery. I don't know. Put my son on the team, maybe give him a few minutes each game. The end of the 30 seconds. If we were up by 30, Bishop was in there. Yeah, 30, 35, 40 points, maybe. But yeah.
Jeff and I, like I said, we've always been best friends, inside of school and out. When we were little, we used to ride bikes together. And I'll never forget it. I always felt like I was in the in crowd, with Jeff. We'd just be playing bike tag, having a good time. Like, I was always the leader. I always found the other people, and I was always, welcomed, it seemed like. And it was great. There were great memories playing bike tag. I'll never forget that. And, one time, Jeff, he was going down this hill on his bike, and, he was chasing after my buddy Simon. And, oh my goodness, Jeff was going down, and, we wore helmets and everything. And Jeff just, crashed terrible and scraped up his arm and everything. But I was there to help him. And, he's always been supportive to me, so I'm supportive to him.
Bike riding, those were fun times. Wow, all my friends and I, we would just ride around the town, just hanging out, being cool. Yeah, Bishop would ride with us. We never really invited him. He would show up, and we just said, hey, sure, you can hang out. There was this one time when we play bike tag, on separate teams. And Bishop was on a team by himself, and the rest of us were on another team. So we went and hid, while he was counting down. And we had these boundaries where you could hide. We went out of the boundaries, actually in my house, down in my basement, and we hid for probably a good hour and a half before we came back out. He was very confused. He thought we were awesome. He was like, whoa, you guys are just the best at hiding. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, I had a terrible crash. I'll never forget that, coming down the hill. Oh, chasing after Simon, I had him. Just a couple more seconds and I had him. Bishop helped me? No, it was more like Bishop was behind me and his front tire hit my back tire and it threw me off of my bike. 7 stitches on my arm from that. Thanks, Bishop.
Jeff and I, amazing friendship growing up. I can't even describe it. That's how amazing it was. I keep repeating myself because it was great. Best of friends from beginning to end. And, growing up, I like WWF wrestling. Shawn Michaels, my favorite wrestler of all time. And Jeff loved when I would just invite him over and just to watch wrestling. And then, we'd be hanging out, having a good time, and I'd wrestle with him. And, of course, I won all the belts, I've won the belts from my brother and everything. But, Jeff just took it, so serious, and he gets so mad after I would beat him and just leave,
Bishop watches wrestling? Huh. I don't think he's ever told me that. Or ever invited me over his house to watch wrestling. Or wrestle, for that matter.
In the summertime, we would ride bikes, and in the spring, we would too. But when it came winter, we used to sled ride all the time. And I'll never forget this instant. We built a ramp, and we were just having a great time going off the ramp and everything. And, Jeff came up with this awesome idea to lay behind the ramp so I could jump him, jump off the ramp and jump over him. Well, it didn't turn out too good, and I accidentally landed on Jeff. And, but he was nice about it, he was cool about it, and that's why we're so close today, It's just from events in the past, he's always forgiven me, But it was his fault in this case.
Sled riding, yes, those were fun times. The one time I remember, I had just gone off the ramp, and I was coming back up the hill. I was standing around the ramp, I think repairing it maybe, and here comes Bishop coming down the hill, and he's like, "Jeff, look out." So I had to dive down at the base of the ramp, right as you go over, and Bishop flies off. His sled goes one way, and he just comes down right on me. I'm laying on the ground, Bishop falls right on top of me. I mean, are bones broken? Maybe. Luckily, I was okay. And there's Bishop laying on top of me. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff, I'm sorry. I'm like, "Sorry? Okay. Well, you can be sorry, but I've never forgiven you for that."
Jeff's always forgiven me, grade school, high school, and that's why we're best friends. And in grade school and high school, like I said, I was like the big man on campus. Like, everybody loves Bishop. Everybody loves Raymond, everybody loves Bishop. That's pretty much how it was. I walk down the hallway and people would be like, "Oh, Bishop, yeah." And good game last night, because I played for all the sports teams, And, there was this one instance, I'll never forget it, we were in class, and Jeff and I were never in the same classes, except this one year, because it was a foreign language class, so he was in my Spanish class. And the teacher was turned around, she was writing notes on the board, and everyone's like, "Oh, Bishop, do something, like, what are you going to do next? Like, oh, do what you did last week, and, like, do this." And everybody loved me, And so I'm like, guys, hold on, don't be too loud. And so everyone was, like, starting up a drum roll, waiting for what I was going to do. And so then the teacher turned around, and I raised my hand, and I just was like, "Hey, Jeff doesn't like you." And, wow. And she said, "Senor Jeff, why not?" And I said, "Well, let me take this from here." I said, "He thinks that you're a terrible teacher. You give way too much homework, and he doesn't like you." And, oh my goodness, this teacher believed me. Everyone believes Bishop. And, wow. Jeff got a detention, but he forgives me, and that's what's held us together, is the forgiveness.
Yes, Bishop and I did go to the same high school, and we did take one class together throughout our entire high school career, and that was Spanish. I'll never forget that class because that's when I got my first and only detention of my whole high school career. Permanent record. Went on the permanent record. So the teacher's up there explaining some vocabulary words or something, some verbs, and Bishop takes a wad of paper and just throws it at her, nails her in the back of the head, and she turns around, of course, says, "Who threw that?" And Bishop points at me, like, "Oh, we'll blame it on Jeff, this is a great joke." No, it wasn't. Nobody laughed at him either. It wasn't a joke at all. So I got detention. Bishop thinks it's funny. I mean, Nobody likes him. What, he's trying to gain popularity by throwing paper at the teacher? No. No.
You know, my early years of high school, you go into a new high school and you're like, the best, and people are just wanting to know you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to dance with you, school dances. And I'll never forget, early on in high school, what can I say? There were lines to dance with me all through high school. Girls just wanted to dance with Bishop. Like, hey, can I have next? And just like, well, where's the end of the line? And unfortunately, there weren't enough dance songs, to satisfy everybody. So people would just like make a sheet of paper. Oh, next dance, homecoming, I got, and boom. I mean, this list filled. Unbelievable. And it felt good. It felt good that the ladies loved me.
Yes, school dances were a lot of fun. As far as Bishop's role at the school dances, I don't ever remember him being there. I think he was at home playing video games. There was one dance he was at. He frequented the snack bar the whole time the dance was going on. I don't think he ever danced. People were starting to think he might have been gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
As soon as a new video game comes out, I got it. I own at it. I'm the best at it.
No. He borrows the games from me after I've beaten them 3 times already.
So I got my first car midway through high school, 94 Ford Tempo. And wow, it's like the best car out there. But, when it was like the same story, different day growing up. I would get a new possession, and Jeff would be jealous. Got in my new computer, Jeff was jealous. Got a new video game, Jeff was jealous. When I got this car, Jeff was jealous.
Yeah, the 94 Ford Tempo. Why would I be jealous? It needed 4 new tires. The windows don't roll down. 94. It's the 2000s. Little old. Bishop was always asking me for rides.
I've always been real supportive of Jeff getting new friends. It happens. With me, it happens like every minute. But when Jeff gets a new friend, I understand. And, I let him have a good time, and then we always talk about it, but we always hang out way more than him and anybody else. I always make sure of that, because that's what best friends do.
He is jealous. I've been ignoring him for the past 3 weeks. Thank goodness for caller ID on my cell phone. Every time it's him, I had to make up another excuse or just ignore it. But then he calls me and he wants to do this video. And it has been bad. It's made me realize just how much I don't like Bishop.
I've made a lot of videos on YouTube, and Jeff has supported every one. He's actually watched every one, and sometimes he doesn't comment on it, but he sometimes sends me personal messages. And I think he really likes where Bishop's production is going. BP, started out something small, with Survive and Conquer, and now it's grown to the Bishop store, and it's amazing.
YouTube? What the heck is that?
I'm a musician, I like to write songs, and I'm a poet, some say. And, I write a lot of songs, it helps me. It helps, kind of release emotion, kind of put it down on paper. And Jeff's always been supportive of it. As soon as I write a song or as soon as I record a song, I send it to him, best friend, first one to listen to it. And, he tells me how he feels about it.
Yes, I have heard his songs. Whenever he makes a new one, he instant messages me, hey Jeff, I've got this new song, can I send it to you? I say, sure, why not? Yeah, I get the song. As soon as it's on my computer though, I click it, drag it, and drop it in the delete bin. I don't think he knows this. And he's like, hey, how was it? I usually say it was good. I liked the intro, and the refrain was really nice. He really likes that. Maybe I should stop saying that because he thinks he's going to keep doing this singing thing. I don't think it's been good for him. No.
I'm in need a lot. A lot of people need friends. Best friends. Jeff. And, a lot of times, I just want to call, I want to talk to him. I want to tell him how I feel, tell him what's going on in my life, And, sometimes I don't get through. It's service. I understand that, Service in this area, it's not good. Sometimes I have to call back, Same thing happens, static, or maybe it cuts out. It's service. It's, but he's there for me.
What else is there about Bishop? Well, oh, hold on a second. My phone is vibrating. Oh my gosh, it's Bishop now. Alright, let me show you how I handle this. There's usually 3 ways. The first one is... Alright, that's done. Give it time, he'll call back. Yep, there he is. Alright, maybe I'll answer it. Hello? Hey man, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not doing much. Wait, whoa. Yeah, I'm in a tunnel. I cannot hear you. I'm gonna have to call you. Just a second. Oh, yep, there he is. Hey man, sorry about that. I was in a tunnel. Yeah. No, I'm actually going to Starbucks. No, not the one by you. No, it's like 20 miles away. I know a friend of a friend that's at the Starbucks. Yeah, it's like a mutual friend. You don't know him. Yeah, I'll catch you later though. Yeah, see ya.
And that's what best friends are for. You know, we always agree, you know. And I love Jeff. And we love each other.
No, Bishop, I really don't like you. Listen, stop calling me. This is off the camera. I don't like you.
That's just Jeff being Jeff. Jeff? So, what you just said? I'm trying to be serious. Okay, it's alright. Okay. Okay. Jeff?
Oh my!
Okay. Alright, in grade school, and you know, Jeff was kind of in my coattails. You know, he's always behind me.
Yikes! He's always behind me.
You're supposed to say Bishop's a nobody. Get down there. Say Bishop's a nobody.
He's always behind me like there's some strange sexual position. I just talked about
Yeah, speak loud. I mean firm.
basketball. I was in 8th grade. He was in 7th grade, of course. Gosh, dang it.
That was good. Just stop.
All right, Allison, part of the crash.
Good. That was awesome. I'll never forgive Ellie yelling that. We would get out there.
Oh, it's our turn to hide on it.
Oh, shucks.
All right.
You know, Jeff's always forgiven me, and you know, we went to grade school and high school together, and it was great times. You know, I'll never forget one time. You know, I was a class clown, I guess you can say. Just like grade school, I was popular in high school. You know, everybody loved Bishop. You know, like everybody loves Raymond. It was everyone loves Bishop in high school and grade school, and even now. And you know, it's just, you know, one of those days, you know, at school you're having a good time, and the teacher's writing notes up on the board, and of course, me being the class clown, everyone's like, Bishop, do something, you're awesome. And like, other kids are like, Jeff, you can't be loud.
What?
You can't be loud.
Hey, Bishop, what are you going to do? We'll hide a paper at the teacher and blame it on me.
Yeah, do it. Because you gotta say something about, like, oh, we gotta rip on your ethnicity. Okay, but say like,
What else is there?
oh, dude, you're gonna call me gay, okay? I'm gonna say like,
He is jealous of my friends. He calls me up here to do this video. Wait, that is wrong.
no, that's never been understanding and just be like, I haven't talked to him in 3 weeks until
yeah,
this video.
Okay. My tang zip.
Is jealous.
Of miracle.
Be firm, Jeff.
He is jealous. That's what she said. Alright.
Okay. I'll just be like, you know, I write songs. You know, it gets out emotional, and you know, Jeff helps me. You know, Jeff, and what can you say to Bishop? Just be like, Bishop sends me his song.
I drag them.
This video is gonna be like, you know, I'm in need a lot, and Jeff's always there.
You should put a door sound.
Dude. Oh yeah, I'll do a door sound.
When's the last time you seen that?
When are we gonna do dance moves?
Dance
What?
with That was good.
I think it's a good video.
We're gonna love it.
People, oh, I love it.
I'll tell you what I